going on, my beautiful Pisceans of the collective? Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I'm sending you guys so much love. I don't know where you at, but it's toasty as fuck here today. But I'm hoping you guys are having a blissful day so far. Now, my beautiful Pisceans, please understand that this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. But if it does resonate with you, if you enjoy spending your time with me here today, boo boo, I greatly appreciate if you hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button. And if you want to book your own personal readings or healing session, all of my services are in the link in the description below this video. But let's get into disclaimers, boo-boos. Please understand that tarot should not dictate your life. My readings are not here to tell you what to do. My readings are here just to uplift you, give you guidance or confirmation of what your soul already knows for your best and highest good. So please, Pisceans, I'm so excited to share this new edition I'm putting on my channel. I'm like extra today. I'm extra. If you don't like weirdness, then you came to the wrong place. But this new edition I'm sharing on my channel is a shadow work reading. Now, if you don't know what shadow work is, understand that we have two sides of ourselves. We have masculine and feminine, so we have dark and light. Now, shadow work is about going within those dark aspects of ourselves that we do not want to see, that create these triggers that pretty much run our conscious being. So we're going to get 3 cards on what triggers you're currently facing, and then we're going to get the 3 cards on the shadows behind them. Then we're going to get some tarot on it just to get clarification, and then at the ending we're going to get 3 cards from your higher self, what your higher self wants to let you know, the lessons behind each of those triggers. And then we're going to end the reading from a card from the higher realms and see what they want to tell you in this moment of time. So my Pisceans, let's motherfucking get into it, boo-boos. Woo, I am sweating. I am sweating. That's a good thing. I hope you guys are getting some outdoor time. I definitely have been lately. It's been beautiful. Beautiful this past week. It rained once. I wish it rained more, but it's okay. All right, Spirit. Can we get 3 cards from my beautiful Pisceans of the collective? What do my Pisceans need to know? What are they facing currently? Can we get 3 cards, please? 3 cards? There we go. 2 more, please. 2 more. 1 more. 1 more, por favor. 1 more, please. 1 more. You know what I'm starting to think? I'm going to do water signs first from now on. You guys run deep. That's why I did you guys last, but I'm just like, nah. I think waters need to go deep now. Deep waters. All right, Spirit, how do you want this? All right. You know, it's so funny. Scorpios and Cancers both got this second trigger. So if you probably got those strong placements in your chart, maybe go check out those readings, or maybe you're dealing with the Scorpio or Cancer at this time. But all right, your first trigger you got is when I feel overwhelmed and not in control, my behaviors become manic and compulsive. Oof. Ain't that a Piscean thing anyways? I've seen it. Trust me, I've fucking seen it. All right, and your second trigger is, even though I am wrong, I struggle to apologize. Okay. And then the last trigger is, when I can't keep up in a conversation, I begin to act arrogantly and rude. I see that. I definitely see that in Piscean. So the energy I'm getting with this first trigger, when I feel overwhelmed and out of control, my behaviors become manic and compulsive. I feel like right now, Pisceans, understand you're a water sign, so your emotions run so deep. And plus, you're already a fish. Fish go deep as it can get in the freaking ocean. So what I'm feeling is that lately you're having an overwhelming sense of like you can't control what you're feeling. I feel like you guys are having a lot of suppressed emotions that are coming to the surface that you've been hiding. So it probably could be like certain insecurities. Oh, I heard self-sabotaging mechanisms. Self-sabotaging mechanisms that you guys portray into your certain connections. You know what I realize about Pisceans is that you guys are so empathetic, and you absorb energies all around you within your environment to the point that you can forget parts of yourself or even not really express your true authentic self. So I feel like when you're in environments that make you feel ungrounded, it's like it overwhelms you to the point that you don't know how to have a sense of control. So you act in reactive manners that you can't help, but it helps you relieve this type of energy. So I feel nothing bad about that. I feel like you guys just need to ground yourself a lot more and not be too insensitive or be too on the defense, because that really would just trip you up. And plus that will show that you're easily manipulated, meaning that you will allow anything just to get to you. Don't do that, my boobers. Don't do that. Now the second trigger you got is, even though I'm wrong, I struggle to apologize. The one thing I realized about Pisceans is that you guys, I don't even know how to explain this. The emotions you feel are on a depth where a lot of people can't see your perspective. So when you act out in ways to make your points of view be seen, you act very reactive to the point you don't think before you speak. So you say things you don't mean, and it's okay. We all fucking do that. We all have shadows. We all have things that we all need to heal. So it's okay. There's nothing to be ashamed about. But I feel that when you realize you've done something wrong, you shame yourself for that. And please understand that there's a difference between shame and guilt. Guilt comes from knowing that you're a good person and you did something wrong and you have remorse. Now, shame, on the other hand, shame stems from you when you do something wrong, you think there's something wrong with you. But that is not true. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just having an emotion you can't understand and you don't know how to act it out. So therefore, you know, when you do act in these compulsive manners, it's like you feel such remorse that you guilt trip yourself in thinking that there is something you need to fix about yourself, and you don't know how to express when you do something wrong. So understand, Pisceans, is like, it's okay to make mistakes. You don't have to be perfectionist. People who try to be perfectionists are the ones who are trying to control. And people who try to control really are just fearful of trusting in the unfolding of the unknown. So I do feel like this stems from a relationship. So if you feel like you can reverse the roles too, please know that. If you feel like you need to apologize to someone about a certain behavior, a certain attitude that you portrayed towards them, how can I say this? Don't look at it from a place where you're trying to seek someone else's forgiveness. Do it from a place that you do have a good heart and you want to understand. You want that other person to understand. I hear and see your point of view. I just acted this way because I wanted to be seen and heard. And most of us do lash out to seek attention. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a human thing. It's more of something we all need to heal as a society. But all right, your last trigger is, oh, I already read this, but the energy I'm getting is that, like I said, I'm feeling insecurities. I'm definitely feeling insecurities. But let's get the shadows. Let's see what your shadow wants to tell you. And also understand, you guys, we recently had a solar eclipse. And what a solar eclipse is that the sun and the moon conjunct together. Now understand that everything in the planet, we're one with it. We're connected to all of it. So the sun is our masculine energy, which is the ego, which is the physical essence of what we express to the world. Now the moon is the feminine energy, which is the part of us that is within, which is our heart, our emotions, what people really don't see within us. So right now, the whole collective is in an energetic state where we're all facing that light side of ourselves and our dark side of ourselves. So we're facing our mask and we're facing our shadow. We're facing the truth and we're facing the lies. So it's like right now we're probably fluctuating up and down in energy. So you might be feeling like, why am I in nostalgia? Why is it that I'm having memories of the past? Why is it that I'm having these old emotions that I thought I healed? It's because your shadow is trying to bring deeper wounds to the surface for you to heal. So your shadow is here just to show you the truth of the side of yourself that you don't like, so you can learn to love yourself. Because your shadow is the other half of you that makes up the whole you, which is the part of us that we don't like to see, but that's the part of us that really helps us see the truth within ourselves. So understand that there's nothing to fear or run from. Like I said, we all got our own shit we need to heal. All of us. All of us. I don't care. All of us. But all right, let's see. All right, Spirit, what are the shadows behind this trigger? What on a chant on this triggers? Thank you. Can I get 2 more, please? You were the best. You're the best. Oh. Okay, that's too many. I'm not trying to take a booklet. Just 1 more, please. 1 more, boy, for boy. There we go. We got a flipper. Ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, my beautiful Pisceans. So for the first trigger, the shadow behind that is, it says inconsiderate. Act with compassion and kindness. Be thoughtful and polite. It just feels better on the inside. You know what I learned as I'm like studying astrology, studying the zodiac signs, I learned that Pisceans, when you guys are very in tune with what you want and who you are, it's like you feel that you have this perspective that everyone else should be rooted that same way. But please understand, what you see within yourself and believe is what you're going to reflect into the world. So not everyone is on your level, Pisceans. So you might be asking, how does this shadow go with this trigger? What I'm sensing with both of these is that manic and compulsive, when you don't feel like you're in control, it's like you're lacking a sense of understanding. You could surrender to a situation and learn from other people and understand that everyone has their own way of life, and it doesn't have to pertain to how you see it. Please don't shoot the messenger, boo. I'm speaking to myself. I got Pisces in my chart too. So, you know, I feel that your shadow is letting you know, surrender what you know and allow yourself to be open to the unlimitless of what is around you and what you can learn from. Because when you can act from kindness and compassion, you're able to create space for people to really express who they are, and you can learn. Everyone on this planet is a teacher. Everyone on this planet is a freaking teacher. I believe that highly. So I feel that you need to have a sense of consideration for the fact that everyone is their own person. Not everyone is supposed to be like you. So find a way to, I feel like you need to get more in tune with your emotions rather than being in your mind, because I feel like you're too much in your mind. That makes you disconnected from your emotions in order for you to connect with people. So just find a way to learn to be. Actually, here's an easy way to really understand how your connections are reflecting you, is by how you treat other people. Is that how you treat yourself? And if you don't like that, then that's something you need to change about you. Like I said, don't shoot the messengers, boo. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading. Now your second trigger, the shadow behind that is, this is very interesting. Superficial. You care too much about outward appearances. Start with your inner work, your value, your self-esteem, and your personality. Like I said, I was feeling that insecurity. I'm feeling a little bit of insecurity, but I'm feeling a little pridefulness. I do, like I said, I feel like this is stemming from a relationship. If you are in a relationship where someone, you know, probably was always in the wrong, I hate to say that, because, you know, relationships take 2 people. They take 2 people. It's not always one person doing something wrong. So, but I do feel like this, you probably dealt with someone who has breadcrumbed you, who hasn't really helped you become the best version of yourself, or support you in becoming the best version of yourself. So now you're in this place where, oh, they did all this wrong to me, but now you did something actually hurtful, and now I feel like you're being too prideful to express the fact that you were wrong. And I feel that with this shadow behind you, superficial, you care too much about how people see you. You care too much about, I'm feeling also that this is a Pisces thing. I think this is a Pisces thing, where you guys neglect yourself to the point that you'd rather be liked for who you aren't, rather than who you truly are. And I feel like you're being asked to dive deep into understanding what makes you feel like you always have to be right. That's the word I'm hearing. What is it within you that you always think that you have to be right? Because really, it stems, everything that we do really stems from trying to control a situation. And that's what I'm feeling here, is that you're trying to control your outward circumstances, and if they don't work out for you, it's like you get disappointed and you express that disappointment, and then when you do, something ends up happening, and then you get guilty, feel guilt and remorse, and now your shadow is just letting you know, what is it within you that you need to work on in order for you to gain a sense of clarity. Because I feel like you need to ground yourself in what is true for you. What makes up you? What is best for you? What are your boundaries? Because I feel like if you were in a relationship where there was like a back and forth, in and out, and there was always forgiving and then always turmoil, I feel that you need to go within yourself and see parts of yourself that make you feel that you have to be defined by your outer reality rather than define how you see yourself. That is very interesting. Okay. Now for your last trigger, the shadow behind this. When I can't keep up in the conversation, I begin to act arrogantly and rude. The shadow behind this is impatient. Look for patterns of your impatience. Notice the negative physical symptoms it's causing you. Take deep breaths and slow down. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely... I know a lot of Pisces in my life, so it's funny. It's like everything that's reading out here, it's pretty accurate. You know, Pisces do have a tendency to be very, very impatient when things don't go their way. And I feel like you need to look at those patterns, because really impatience stems from not trusting in the fact that things come naturally and things have to flow naturally. I feel a sense of pridefulness. I feel a sense of too much control within the situation. Within a situation, it could be work, love, life, personal, anything really. Take it as it resonates, you guys. But your shadow is letting you know, okay, that's what I'm getting. If you guys are having any physical symptoms currently where you're feeling a sense of pain, understand that physical ailments they start in the spiritual, and the spiritual is energetic. So you need to be able to create a space for yourself to be aware of your certain patterns and your certain beliefs, because those very things are causing your physical ailments. So I feel like impatience, I learned even my own journey, impatience comes from anger. It really comes from anger. It's like, again, you're trying to control a situation. What are you fearful of? What are you not allowing? What is it that you need to see in order for you to actually be more present? Let's get some tarot on it, because I want to get a little deeper. I want to get a little deeper, but oh my god, you guys, I got the vice versa tarot deck. Look how beautiful this freaking deck. Speaking of solar eclipse, look at that. Look how beautiful this deck is, you guys. Oh my goodness, this artwork on it. All right, what does my beautiful Pisces need? Oh, whoa. Wow. Okay. They told me to take them, so I'm going to take them, you guys. Let's go and take them. How you want them? Like that? Okay. Interesting. Interesting, you guys. I want to, like... they told me to take them, so I'm going to take them, you guys. Don't shoot the messenger. All of your cards are in the reverse. This definitely has to do with the relationship. It definitely does. Because you got the Lovers in the reverse. I feel, Pisces, that you probably recently have gotten out of a connection, a relationship. Like I said, pertain to your story. Whatever side fits you. You'll know your story. But I feel that you recently got out of a relationship, and it brought a lot of disharmony within you. And it brought out sides of yourself that you did not like, and it triggered childhood wounds. And I feel like you're at a place right now where you're kind of questioning your concept of receiving and giving love. I definitely feel that you need to do some heart healing. Because understand, the lovers is not about just a connection. The lovers is really about unionship with self as well. So I feel like you probably just recently got out of a relationship, and you need to realize the fact that maybe it was caused by certain wounds within you, and you're starting to awaken to how your environment as a child triggered how you act within relationships, and you're starting to see how that rippled into a pattern and reoccurred into this current situation. So I feel like right now you're in the state of realizing the fact that you're going to pull your energy back towards a certain person, situation, whatever fits your story, and figure out why is it that there's no sense of alignment within yourself, so therefore you don't feel harmony within a relationship. And this is why you act out in certain ways that is not loving. So I feel like you're just questioning, you know, what is my love language at this moment, and how can I give that to myself before I seek it into another person. I feel like you're really starting to realize your patterns within connections and how they resemble to how you were as a child. Childhood, man. So childhood ones really affect some shit, you guys. Let's just be honest. But all right, for your second trigger, your tarot is, you got the Emperor in reverse. Like I was saying before, I felt some prideful energy, and the Emperor is very fucking prideful. The Emperor in the upright is an entrepreneur, is someone of authority, is someone who knows who they want and they go after it and they get it. But in the reverse, the Emperor is a control motherfucking freak. It's a control freak, man. It's very egotistical, ego-driven, and you guys superficial here. So I feel like you guys are too much in your pride right now about a certain situation, but understand that when you're too much in your pride and you always want to be right, you're always going to be left out in the cold. You're always going to be left out in the cold. And I feel like your shadow is letting you know, if you stay in this place where you always try to be right and you always want things to go your way, you're not allowing, not only you're not allowing the universe, God, to unfold in manners that are going to work in your favor, but what I'm feeling as well is that you're going to block yourself from love. You know what I learned? I used to be driven by my ego for a very long time, and I realized that I thought I was protecting myself from doing that, being prideful, always trying to be right. But in reality, when we're too protective of our hearts, that's when we start blocking love. That's when we start blocking our truth. That's when we start running from ourselves and running from our internal demons. So I feel like your shadow is letting you know, you got to go deep within your own ego and figure out what is it that you need to work on. What is it that makes you deem that you have to put on this false mask in order for you to be seen and heard? Because understand, you got self-esteem in your personality. Self-esteem and personality stems from how you perceive yourself and how you perceive yourself in this world, because your personality makes up your personal reality. So how do you see yourself? How do you think about yourself? How do you talk to yourself? These are very things of how you treat yourself is how you're going to treat other people. Like that, what's that saying? What you judge in another is really what you see in yourself. It's true. It's really true. So how you see yourself is how you're going to see the outer world. And your shadow is letting you know you're too much in your ego, meaning there's this thing in the spiritual community called spiritual bypassing. People who are always in the light and always positive are bypassing the fact that they do have triggers, they do have wounds that they do need to see, and they're choosing not to. So therefore they're walking around being very deceptive. But I do feel like your shadow's letting you know, I feel like you guys are recognizing how deceptive you've been to yourself and to other people, and you're starting to want to pull yourself back and do the inner work. So I do feel like you guys are already doing that, because I feel like it's, again, a relationship. You guys got out of a relationship that triggered the shit out of you. And majority of the time, people think when they find their soulmate or they find their twin flame, understand that I believe soulmates come in many different forms. You got soulmates that are meant to stay in your life. You got soulmates that are meant to teach you harsh lessons. You got soulmates that could be in friends, pets, anything. And the twin flame journey, a lot of people think it's about a love journey. The twin flame journey is about you learning how to discover self and love self. So understand that. That's an interesting thing that I picked up. That's very interesting. But yeah, when people are so fixated on the potential of things, they're running from their own internal truth. They're creating illusions so they can't face what they truly need to face, and that is the truth within themselves. So really, this relationship had to show you sides of yourself that you were avoiding in order for you to really change and create healthier connections, but also a healthier sense of self. Damn, Pisces, this is fucking deep. All right, so the tarot for your last trigger, you got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, and you got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You know what I love about this fucking 8 of Pentacles? In the upright, you see the 8 of Pentacles is about working on your craft. It's building. It's determination. Yeah, I want to see it in the reverse. You see that little kid there? Some of you guys might have kids, fathers or mothers in here. The reason why I like that this little kid's in the picture, because I literally just talked about childhood wounds. I feel that the trigger when I can't keep up in the conversation, I act arrogantly and rude, and I'm impatient. I feel that with this 8 of Pentacles in the reverse next to the Queen of Cups, it's like you're struggling with connecting to the parts of yourself that make you feel whole. I feel like you're just struggling with connecting to that inner child. And the inner child is what brings us to life. It's really that curiosity, that wonderment, that bliss mentality. That's why I freaking love being around kids. But I feel like you're trying to connect with that part of yourself and question, why is it that you act in ways where you can't allow things to naturally unfold? Because I know with Pisces, you guys are such lovers. You're such fucking lovers. And you're like Libras. I'm a Libra rising. You guys have a tendency to already think about the wedding day or the kid or the future. Like, you could visualize that shit on point. But when you do this, you rush things, you force things, you try to make things work in how you think they must be rather than the ways of the universe or the ways of love, really. And because of this, you're starting to really go down the path of your childhood and see how that action has brought about certain situations and certain connections and relationships. And you're really, I do feel that you guys are doing the inner work. Please know that. I do feel you guys are doing the inner work to really heal. Why is it that you try to prove yourself? I'm just hearing you guys try to prove yourself, seek validation. And understand that the only reason why we do that is because that's comes from codependency. Codependency stems from you not receiving the attention you needed as a child, and therefore you try to seek it within relationships. And this is why a lot of people create trauma and toxicity in relationships, is because they're trying to hold on to something that's really recreating what has happened in your childhood. And if you're aware of this lesson, then your shadow is letting you know that this is causing you to be impatient with yourself. You're abandoning yourself. You're neglecting yourself. And I feel like the tarot is letting you know, if you're working too much to stop thinking, you're being asked to feel your emotions. You're being asked to be in stillness and meditate. You see the outside? I feel like you guys need to get some outdoor time. You need to get some outdoor time. And also, if you don't know, if you put your feet in the grass, Mother Gaia absorbs all those metals and free radicals out of your system. So pretty much she helps you heal. She helps you remove all those negative vibrations within your body, to the point you'll be able to have more clarity to see why you feel the way that you do, why you think the way that you do, and you'll be able to review your past in a healthy manner without judging yourself. And it'll be a lot more easier to be able to relive these moments, so you can help yourself and transform how you see yourself and relationships. Now, the Queen of Cups in reverse, that already tells me you're so disconnected from your emotions. You're disconnected from your emotions. The Queen of Cups is all about intuition. She's all about love. She's the nurturer of the tarot. She has it all, emotionally fulfilled. And I feel like you guys, this Queen of Cups in reverse, you guys are very detached from your emotions. You're very detached from your emotions. And because you're emotionally detached, this is why you can't show up in a compassionate, kindful manner to the point you could be your true self and express your authenticity. So yeah, you're being asked to really get in tune with your heart rather than your mind. And I feel like that's everyone in the goddamn collective right now, let's be honest. But alright, let's get 3 cards from your higher self. Let's see what your higher self wants to let you know. Alright. What's the higher self that my Pisces need to know? What's the higher self want to tell us? Oh yes, make my life extra by falling on the ground. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alright, can we get one more, please? One more, Buffalo. One more. One more, Buffalo. One more. Ooh. Hey, perfect. Just like that. Okay. Let me get that other one on the ground. Because, you know, I got to do some extra work. Alright. Okay. So what your higher self wants to let you know about your first trigger is that I would trust my gut feelings more. That physical feeling of discomfort is trying to tell me something. Yes. Oh, yes. I do feel that here. You guys are very in tune with your emotions. That's all I'm sensing with this first trigger. So understand that we're not our emotions or our thoughts. Our emotions and our thoughts are frequencies, our bodies and antennas. So pretty much it's energy flowing through us. When we don't allow energy to flow through us and we attach ourselves to it, that's when we create energetic blockages. And those energetic blockages will, when suppressed, they will ripple out and act out in ways so they have the ability to be distribute, because energy never dies. It always transforms. It has to go somewhere. So I feel like in this moment in time, like I was saying, physical ailments, if your body is telling you to do certain things, that is your body telling you you need to do that. Understand, your body has its own consciousness, the same way your mind does, the same way your heart does. So whatever your body is telling you, listen to that. If you feel that you need to take a step back and not say something in a conversation, don't do it. If you feel like you need to say no, say no. If you feel like you need to be kind to a certain person for some reason, be kind. I mean, we should all be fucking kind. Let's just be real. There's a difference between kindness and nice, though. Kindness and nice. Kindness is when you know that it's right to respect everyone else. Being nice, though, on the other hand, is you putting yourself on the back burner, trying to make someone else feel significant. Don't do that. But I feel like your body is letting you know around this moment in time is that discomfort you're feeling is that energetic blockage trying to get your attention so you could come back into yourself and understand why that's there. Feel it and heal it so you can understand the lesson behind it. Because energy, feelings, emotions, and thoughts come through to teach us lessons. They're not meant to stay in our body. That's why we should never get attached to thoughts and emotions. But all right, your second trigger is boo-boo. What your higher self wants to let you know about the second trigger. It says, y'all ready? Y'all ready, my Pisces? It says, it's okay to open up my heart more. To feel and to express love makes me a divine being. Pisces, you are the most loving sign I have ever met out of all the zodiacs. You are meant to, we're all made from love and we are all love. But Pisces, you are meant to love. You're meant to fucking love. That's what makes you so divine. Just having such a potent heart of love. And your higher self wants to let you know, don't be too prideful. Don't be so superficial. Don't be so in your ego. It's okay to open up your heart. It's okay to be that person who always wants to extend happiness and kindness and love to other people, regardless of what people think about that. Because that's what makes you you, Pisces. That's what makes you you. So people don't want to love that. People don't want to see the value in that. And people don't want to support that. Don't define yourself by people how they treat you. Define yourself by how you treat people, because that's what makes you you. That's what makes you you. So please keep your hearts open. Your higher self wants you to express your love, because your love will probably be the reason why someone could move through their day and their life today. So please remember that. All right, beautiful beings. Pisces, your higher self wants to let you know for this last trigger is that when you're impatient or when I can't keep up in the conversation, I act arrogantly and rude. Your higher self is letting you know, I will be more mindful of my thoughts. I know my thoughts become reality. Okay. So what I'm getting from here, I feel throughout this whole reading, you guys are thinking very, very low about yourself, to the point that you're feeling very vulnerable. And I feel that you're doubting your steps, you're doubting your moves, you're doubting how you feel, and your higher self is letting you know you're creating self-fulfilling prophecy. So be more mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts not only create your reality, but your thoughts create your emotional guidance system to be activated in order for you to create action. So be mindful that your thoughts trigger your emotions, and your emotions trigger your action taking. And so be aware of what you're thinking. Is it benefiting you? Is it assisting you? Is it helping you heal? Because maybe all of these thoughts that you're having are really you having to go within your own inner child and see what is the internal conflict that you're facing. Because most of the time that internal conflict is just you not facing your pain, you not facing your traumas, you not facing what your heart is trying to tell you. So your higher self is letting you know, be mindful that your thoughts are creating how you see yourself, and how you see yourself is creating your outer reality. So be mindful of that, Pisces. Be mindful. If you want love, listen. I read something this morning I'm going to share with y'all. You know about the law of attraction, but I want to get more in depth. This universe is governed by the law of giving and receiving. Now, people think giving and receiving has to do with being physical. No. If you give appreciation, meaning like you're thankful for your coffee, you're thankful for your food, you're thankful for the fact that you're alive, you're thankful for the fact that your produce came from a farmer, went to the grocery store and got in your home in order for you to cook, you know? Extending little things like that, appreciation, love, a smile, that is how you're able to receive. So understand, when you're giving little things out into the universe, it's going to reciprocate that back. So if you want love, if you want appreciation, if you want to be noticed, do that for yourself and do that to the universe, and then allow the universe to bring to you what you want without you even thinking about it, without you being attached to it. So really give out what you want and realize that you already have it because you're already giving it. That's $1 million. That's $1 million tip right there. All right, boo-boos, my Pisceans. Let's close this reading out with the card from the higher realms. Let's see what the angels want to let y'all know at this moment in time. All right, angels, what do you want to let my beautiful Pisceans in the collective know? I'm gonna put that back because that was too quick. What do you want to let my beautiful Pisceans in the collective know? They told me to go again. I'm gonna go again. Yep, that's definitely what I'm feeling. Can I get one more? Thank you so much. Thank you so thank you. All right. So you got Holy Alchemist. If you guys got a Holy Alchemist, Holy Amethyst. If you guys got an amethyst, work with that. That works on, put it on your third eye chakra, because your third eye chakra deals, it could be blocked by illusions. So illusions are like limiting beliefs, the way you perceive yourself, wounds or pain. So do that so you'd be able to open up your third eye and connect with your intuition and see what your intuition is trying to tell you. But you got Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Yes, that's what I was saying in the last one. Focus on what you want rather than what has already happened, Pisceans. All right. Damn, y'all was the longest reading. I knew I had to save y'all for last. Now you got, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but you got light activation. Shine your light. Your eternal guidance is coming through loud and clear. You already know this. like I said, I feel like y'all already know this. So shine your light on your darkness and learn how to love yourself. Dark and light, bad and good, all of it as a whole. There's nothing wrong with you. You're starting to activate your truth. Immerse yourself in who you are, because God will never make another you, so you might as well be you and love the fuck out that and claim it. But other than that, my beautiful Pisces, that's all I have for you. And if you have any clarity or any upliftment in this reading, please let me know your feedback in the comment section below. I would love to know. If you want to book your own personal reading or healing session and want to follow me on Instagram, all of my services and the link is down in the description below this video. And lastly, my beautiful Pisceans, if you enjoy spending your time with me here today, boo-boos, I would greatly appreciate if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button. But other than that, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for spending your time with me here today. Have a blissful day, and namaste.